That's on there.
No, the strawberry.
Good evening, good evening. Hope everybody's doing well. Welcome to Build Your Best Life. Coach Deborah D. Smith. I am Dan Smith. I'm the host for tonight. And we got to talk about a great blueprint for success. Tonight we have a special guest. He's my oldest grandson. We call him LJ. Welcome, LJ.
How everybody doing? I am Dan Smith the second. They call me LJ, Lil Dan, L.
But you've been on this guest several times before with Coach Deborah Smith, and I'm pleased to have this opportunity to have this discussion with you today. How are you doing today?
Good. How about you?
I'm doing great. Okay, we're going to get jump right into it. Will you please tell us about yourself and your blueprint for success?
So I am currently, since I've been on this show, I'm currently enrolled to Bethune-Cookman University, going into my second year of college. Also, I'm coming up on my 9th year DJing. So that's a milestone. Then what else been going on in my life? I wrapped up my first year of college, which was great. Definitely looked at, the blueprint, it expands more and more every time I think about, the things I want to do in life and the things I did in college. So really, getting my degree in business, and also I want to work into the music field as always, A&R or, music management, artist management, things of that nature. So that's what's really going on, and that's my blueprint.
Okay, thank you. Uh, I know you ain't mentioned a whole lot about your DJing. I mean, you'll be successful in doing that also. And you have been having a lot of uh, appointments, events that you've been covering. So you're doing great in that also.
Yes.
All right. When someone passes their name down, do you think they attend just to pass down the name, or is there a bigger purpose? For instance, like my dad was Dan Smith Sr. I'm Dan Smith Jr. My son, your dad is Dan Lamar Smith. You are Dan Lamar Smith II. So, when somebody passes their name down, do you think they attend just to pass down the name, or is there a bigger purpose?
I feel like it's a bigger purpose, because it's four of us, and before me it was three of y'all. So, the meaning of somebody passing the name down, I feel like it's really a legacy thing. It's a big intent to it. It's just not something regular. I feel like it's a reason to it, to be honest.
Although our topic, although is today is legacy, also an acronym for leaving ethic, growth, ambitious, and character to the young. What does legacy mean to you?
Legacy really means to me something that's been going on for generations, or years to come. Legacy is on and on. Like it just won't stop. And it's you could carry a legacy, you could build a legacy. It's a lot of things to legacy. So my biggest thing with legacy, to be honest, is keep the legacy alive, or don't disappoint the person that was that bring you down to the legacy, or like now you're in the legacy. So now you're seen as, for instance, I'm Dan Smith the second. So let's say I go to the church, they'll be like, oh yeah, that's Dick and Dad grandson. That's part of a legacy right there. So like they'll know you. Your name, my name is a big part of a legacy because your father passed it down as well. So
Okay, okay. So, in other words, you're saying you are known, for instance, as you go to St. Paul, everybody knows you're Dan,
mhm,
right? Okay, and that legacy then passed down to you.
yes.
All right. Are there traditions or values you hope to continue from your family?
Yes. Honestly, because our family do a lot, from grilling to cutting grass to fishing to just everything. I hope to continue the to keep the legacy alive as well. Because like, for instance, our legacy, like one of our things I feel like that's better than our legacy has always been fishing. Um, from me being young, from me being like a little baby to toddler, I feel like it's always been, one of our biggest legacy is like fishing. Like that's built into the Dan Smiths, and I feel like that's a big thing. Also a hustle in the sense is like we'll never stop working. In a sense, is like we never want a day off, or we just don't want to chill, if that makes sense. So
So you're saying that, and your legacy and what's been passed down to you through generations, that we are workers. We do not take days off. Really,
you know,
we're workers. I don't want to call us hustlers, but we work
us
hard.
as workers, I say we work hard. I say we work very, very hard. I
All
say
right.
that.
Okay. Uh, if you was writing a book about your dad or grandfather,
Mm.
what are some of the things you would want others to know?
Um, for one, I really want them to know that we work hard. Um, that's really like the biggest thing, to be honest. Like you work hard. You try, you try. I would say you try before you don't give up. You don't want to give up. um, what else I could say? I really said like those are the main two things out of everything. Like you never gonna give up. You gonna try, then like you just never gonna stop working. No matter how cold it is, hot it is, don't care if it's raining, it's just gonna work. And that's like one of the biggest things I would, say.
So you write this biggest thing you write about in the book. You some symptoms of workaholics.
Yes,
Does it say?
workaholic.
Okay. Uh, Tell me, you've learned a lot
Mm,
because I noticed that we started you out. You talk about fishing. We talking about uh, running a lawn service. You talking about doing transportation business.
mm,
So you're learning a lot.
mm.
And so how are you maintaining all this into what you're doing and going to college and like
Um,
that?
honestly, I feel like I'm maintaining it well. For one, um, I feel like every day it's just something like anything that y'all taught me. My dad or you, I feel like it's maintaining into my life every day, like more and more. So it's like I see it more and more, and it's like marinating in me. Now I'm seeing like if y'all tell me something about it, before I went to college and things of that nature, and it happens, I'd be like, okay, now I'm prepared for it, or I'm already prepared for it. Like it's already built into me, it's already marinated into me. So it's kind of like, okay, I'm not worried. I already know what to do. Y'all will call away even if I have any questions about anything pertaining to, you know, anything in life, as being men, as me being a young adult, I feel like it's just coming. It's just coming. I'm maintaining it well.
Now, let me ask you this: what did you admire most about your dad?
Um, what I admire most about him is he'll try. I say he'll try, and he'll like to work too. In the sense, just like you, y'all have every day. As I get older, I'm seeing y'all similarities, things that y'all do. From working to taking care of y'all family. That's one thing I can say. Y'all do take care of y'all family really, really much, especially you and him. Making sure everybody okay. Just really, I really say y'all care. That's why I really say I admire about him, that he cares.
And I guess another question. And with this legacy of your DJing, where I guess you started at when? How old were you when you started doing that?
10.
What 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 instilled you to starting DJing? What caused you to do that?
Um, honestly, I really would say I can't. I feel like that's something I started on my own. From DJ Money Good from being at my party. He the one that really brought me into music. But before that, I remember like when I was little, my dad used to have he used to, I'm not gonna say be an entertainment life, but I used to see it sometimes, as I ride past, like he'll ride past me, like I ride past the, events and things like that nature when I was young. And I never really thought of it, the entertainment life in general. Then being around like, speakers and things like that. Like when he brought, it's crazy because when he brought a speaker, I never really like intended of DJ or nothing. Like he just bought it for, just to use in the house, things of that nature. And the day that I wanted to start DJing, well, one already had a speaker. And it's like, okay, he been had music around me, this, that, and the third. I would say that hyped it up just a little bit for me, once it's to start the DJ, from me being around music and things of that nature.
So you feel that he must have saw something in you that caused him to buy that speaker,
Mm-hmm.
and you picked it up and went on from there, huh?
Mm-hmm. I did.
And you've been doing on now. You were nominated as the top in Jacksonville, young DJ, youth
Youngest entrepreneur in
young
the
entrepreneur DJing.
Yep.
What you thought about that?
Um, I really thought it was great for me because I was like, I want to say like my fifth year DJing. I was still fresh into the music game. Um, I was still like really, really fresh into the music game when I got it. And I feel like it happened very quick in a sense. And I'm glad that it happened. After that, a lot of eyes have been on me since that. And it blew up clientele from people reaching out to you to do any type of event. And I feel like it really boosted the brand and it makes your brand look good. It's just something to have on your resume under your belt. So people will just won't know, oh, I'm getting a regular DJ. No, you have a DJ that's have won awards, have did concert shows, like have, did a lot at the young age I am, being 9 years in. So I feel like that's really what it is with the award.
So all that legacy, all that work that we have instilled in you, coming from Dan Senior down to Dan Lamar, is paying off, huh?
Mm-hmm. It is.
Okay. All right. How would your business degree help with your DJ business?
So I really this is what I really went to college for, which is the business degree, because I know a lot. I'm not gonna say I know it all, but I know quite a few, so I feel like in the music game it's two business sides. It's a professional business side and it's an unprofessional business side. I know the unprofessional business side, the counting money under the table, things of that nature. I wanted to learn all aspects of the business side. So I feel like the degree would help with my DJ business in a sense, for a corporate event. So they hit me up about doing a corporate event, all type of things of that nature. The business degree and program that I'm in right now at Bethune-Cookman, it helped me to be professional, how to write an email, how to do certain things the right way. Even though I know how to write an email, they critique you on how to how to engage with the client that wanted to book you, or how to engage with people, you know, just all over. Not saying the business degree will only help with DJing. It can help you in real world situations as well, like how to start a business, what to do in a business, um, money management. So I feel like with those things that'll help me in my business, um, grow with DJing as well.
Okay. Now I noticed some other things back when you was in high school. Uh, you played football.
Hmm.
Your dad played football. I played football. But I found that your connections has be you've been connected with some professional football players, and they were showing you different things.
Yeah.
So how what you thought about that?
I thought it was good, to be honest, from connecting with you know um other football players that play in the NFL, that went to college, and from y'all playing football. I knew that was from me being young. From my dad put me in football, I knew I was gonna stick with football. Throughout my high school and middle school career. Um, I knew I didn't want to go to college with it because football pursued me and it grew on me. But it's like that's something I don't want to pursue in college, from being banged up, from being busy, too busy to, overwhelming things of that nature, doing football, DJing, schoolwork, traveling back and forth from home. So it would have been a lot. But I felt like meeting other football players and things of that nature, it was really good. The connections are a bigger thing in today's world, because connections could bring you a lot of places, like could bring you everywhere.
Okay. And you also met some during your DJ at these different concerts. You were doing DJ opening for them. You met some talented DJs
Mhm.
during that time, also, right?
Yes, a lot of them. Like one of the DJs that I met and I'm really close with, DJ Fresh. She's currently on tour with Chris Brown, so that's one of the biggest DJs I met and got a good relationship with. Also Naughty's with DJ Money Good. Just a lot of good people, not only DJs but artists too. They're really good to connect with, and I remember them.
But let me ask you something. What do you want people to remember you for?
I want people to remember me for being a hard worker. That's really the big thing. Like, I just want them to know, like, yeah, Dan L, LJ, he was a hard worker. Like, he never wanted to stop working. He always on the go, never home, things of that nature. Like, just on the go, like, just constantly working. I never want to break. Like, I hate taking breaks. I really do. But they say you need breaks in your career, in your life, to balance out everything. So
right, for others that want to be successful, tell them how what your dad and granddaddy taught you that will help them be successful, similar to you being well known throughout Florida and Georgia.
Um, Honestly, from what all y'all taught me, I want to tell them is probably say, work hard, never give up. Like just keep going. Like literally never give up. Because that's one thing my dad doesn't do. He won't give up in anything that he does, and you won't either. Y'all are literally won't give up. Like y'all will keep going. That's one thing I would say.
Okay, okay. Uh, so you have any other plans after you graduate with your business degree? Are you going any further in education?
I haven't thought of that yet. I probably will. I probably will get a well, since my mama a doctor, that'd be a stretch for me to get a doctor degree, but it's possible and I could. But as of right now, I really don't know. I'm just really focused on getting out of college these 4 years and graduating um with a business degree. So after that, I probably will know if I want to continue education or not. So
Okay, okay, all right, okay. I know we were talking about your legacy, but let me ask you a question. You picked up some of the ideas from your mother too, right?
yes, a lot of them.
Yeah, a lot of the business ventures and different things like that.
Hmm.
Okay, have that helped you?
It helped me a lot. She really guides me in things that I need help with or stuck with. Telling me things about my business, how to help my business grow, any advice about business, because she owns multiple businesses as well, so she knows the ins and outs and a lot of things about the business. Everything. I'm not gonna say everything about the business because we all don't know everything, and she's still learning things as well, just like how I am. But she definitely is a big help in my business and in life with everything.
Okay, 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 okay. So this last one here, and what advice do you want to share with your peers about gaining something from your past generation to assist them as they strive to build their best lives?
I want to pass down to y'all. Keep working. In anything that y'all do, stay humble. Keep God in y'all life. Um, pray, keep faith. Those really like the biggest things. I would say, um, I would just say, just keep working. Literally, just keep working and keep God in your life. Like those are like the biggest things. Literally, and stay humble. That's what got me a pretty far way. And I know it'll get me farther, but that's what really got me here where I am today.
Staying humble. And staying humble, exaggerate a little bit on that.
Staying humble is very hard. I'm not gonna lie. People could break your humbleness. If you let them break your humbleness, that's being humble. Sometimes you will have to break your humbleness. Sometimes you have to break your humbleness to be humble, and that's really hard at times. And staying humble is not easy to do. Staying humble is not for everybody. Everybody doesn't stay humble. And that's perfectly fine. I mean, if you're not humble, you're just not humble. But humbleness will take you a long way. And being humble to be unhumble will take you a longer way as well. So that's what I really, really exaggerate on being humble.
Okay, okay, okay. Anything else you'd like to share?
That's really it. Um, Bookings are open. You can follow my Instagram at thereal.gucci.boy, or you can follow our Facebook um at DJ Gucci Boy. Then I have Twitter or X, DJ Gucci Boy 1. Then you can email me for business as well. DJ Gucci Boy 904 at gmail.com. So those are all the socials and booking platforms as well.
And DJ Gucci Boy is booked quite a bit. All right. He,
Yes, yes, yes,
he
yes,
has a lot of engagement.
yes, yes.
Okay, okay, okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have it. The legacy of Dan Smith II. and he gave you good information. Also, I have a good book that Coach Deborah Smith wrote, Build Your Best Life. It has a lot of nuggets, good points in it. This book is available on Amazon, or you can reach Coach Deborah. She has speaking engagements, webinar, and she's a great author. So, and she's sincere about helping young men, because a lot of our young men are not where they should be. But I see a lot of them are growing. There's too many things happening around that that we should be doing. So, Lil Dan, I appreciate you being on here tonight.
Yes, thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Matter of fact, you was talking about legacy. Tell us about you just come off a trip. And a lot of kids at your age, you've been in college, you're 18. Where did you go? Let us know.
Oh, Tokyo.
And how was that?
It was pretty nice. Different. It's a foreign country. Everything different over there. Not like the States, from food to water to everything, literally everything. Elevators, toilets, like literally everything is different in foreign countries. So Tokyo is pretty nice though.
And you also been in another country with the Eiffel Tower. You been there? How you like it?
Oh, Paris was okay. Kind of like New York. Paris is okay. I definitely recommend everybody to go visit, foreign countries and cities. It's more than Jacksonville to, this world. So,
well, ladies and gentlemen, you have a young man that's 18, just come from Tokyo, and that's some some have lived a long time and never been out the country.
right.
But he's had the opportunity. His parents are giving him an opportunity to go different places, to see different areas. And as we used to say, he has his head on right, going in the right direction. He has some good backing, and his legacy will continue as long as he be attentive and, as he say, stay humble. So, Dan, LJ, we thank you for being on with us tonight.
Thank you.
You gave some great information. And young people, I hope you heard him tonight. Somebody had to hear him something tonight, because a lot of people, even the Bible tell you, you're supposed to work. Don't be afraid to work. And that's one thing I can say about him. He's not afraid to work. Even when, he was much younger. Oh, he was about 10 or 11 when you start running that zero turn.
Yeah, about 10, 11.
Yeah. So he has all that under the belt. He has different things that he's doing. And you see, he's going to be a great entrepreneur. So please take notes. And I just hope somebody got something tonight. Even some of your parents, you can talk to your kids. And once again, tell them how you can be reached.
Facebook at DJ Gucci, or at the real.gucci.boy, or at DJ Gucci Boy. Instagram at the real Gucci Boy, and also X or Twitter, DJ Gucci Boy 1. Then email DJ Gucci Boy 904 at gmail.com.
All right. We'd like for you to share your comments, referrals, and your links, whatever. And then you can always let them know they go back and look at this broadcast, because it will help some young men. I go back to when I was coaching over several years ago, and how some of the young men that I coach in baseball through the church, the things they've done and where they at, and they've been to college and whatever. So anyway, Dan, LJ, we thank you for being on here tonight. We appreciate you. We love you.
Appreciate you. Love you too.
All right. And anything else that you might want to share, go ahead before we end this broadcast.
Yeah, that's all.
That's it.
Yep.
We thank you for your information and
Appreciate
continue to work, that hard work, that what you were taught, and keep it instilled into you. And you always be successful. So thank you for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And don't forget, it's Build Your Best Life. Coach Deborah D. Smith. Like I say, you can get it off of Amazon, or you can go to her email, and she will send you a book personally with autographed book. So we thank you for sharing with us tonight, because you could have been doing anything else, but you just took your time out with us. So we thank you. We thank you. We thank you. And